Alright, so this is a video on working with receptionist paperwork. First thing is you look here for the program. Just make sure it's the 2012 stuff. Alright, so then you go through. Alright, first thing is they have to fill out when they start working here is this thing here. Alright, so it's in New York State, just tells them that that they know what their pay is and all that kind of jazz. So it's an easy one to fill out. Then they have to fill out the W-4. Okay. If they don't know their dependents, just tell them to put either 0 or 1, whichever one. If they put 0, they're going to have more taken out of their check. If they put 1, it'll be less taken out of their check, but the more they'll have to pay when the tax comes around. All right, or less they'll get back from taxes. All right, and then they have to fill out the I-9 form. All right, so they fill this out, just the top. That's really all they have to do there, and that's all they really need to fill out. All right, so when you do their check, the receptionists are supposed to sign in every day on this piece of paper. It's called a receptionist sign-in sheet. I keep it on my desktop under receptionist. Okay, so receptionist timesheet right there. All right, so you should be able to find it under receptionist timesheet. All right, so now when the receptionist, when you pay them, you cross off the number here showing that they've been paid. Okay, now the receptionists, when they come in, are supposed to sign in saying, well, they're supposed to put their name or the date of the week. Okay, so that's the Monday of the week. The beginning of the week is a Monday. They put their name there, and then they put what time they come in, and then what time they leave. And then how many hours they worked, and they're supposed to put the number of actions, like how many actions they did for the day. Okay, so so she worked 21 hours. Now we pay them bi-weekly, so she worked 21 hours that week, and she worked 20 and a half hours that week. Okay, now receptionists shouldn't be working extra hours unless I ask them to. They shouldn't just stay after and then say, oh, okay, like and you tell us, the receptionist, that if you're staying after and you want to help, and we appreciate the help, we need the help. And if we ask you to stay, then you can stay and obviously put on your time card. But if you're staying and you're just kind of washing some dishes and stuff, and we didn't ask you to do that, it's not make your own hours. All right, if you come in early, if you come in an hour early, and you want to come in and help, that's fine. But unless we ask you to come in early, again, it's not make your own hours work here. Okay, so anyway, so she worked 41 and a half hours. Our pay rate's 8, so you times that together, that gets you the gross pay. All right, then you got to take out FICA, and that's pretty simple. You just times it by that number. All right, so that's easy. The federal tax sheet looks like this in these papers. Now you got to make sure you get the right one, okay? Because this one says weekly. Okay, the federal one there's no change in the federal one. That's how you can tell there's in the federal and the state. So the federal one, so this is married weekly. We're not doing that. Bi-weekly, married, no. This person isn't married. Now if they are married, then you do the married. All right. Single weekly. Okay, that's close, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for single bi-weekly. All right, which I put a little star up there. All right. So she made $332 for the week. Excuse me, for the 2 weeks. So you go down here, 320. Oh, excuse me, between 330 and 340. Now she had put 1 for exceptions. So you just got to know which one is, the receptionist, either 0 or 1. And so it's $11. All right, so it's taken out. So there's $11 right there. All right, and then you got to do the state. Okay, the state ones look like this. All right, so married bi-weekly, no. Married weekly, no. Single bi-weekly, no. Yes. Okay, so this one 320 to 340. Issue 1 exception, 90 cents. All right, so that's what went there. All right, and then you just subtract it, and then that's her pay. All right, now it tells you here the white copy is sent up to Olean, yellow copy you give to the receptionist when you pay them, and the pink copy we keep in the folder. We keep in these folders. All right, we got to keep the big pink copies for that reason. All right, so that's how you fill it out. Make sure you get their Social Security number. If you don't know their Social Security number, look at the past pink copies that should be in the folder where you get these. Okay, so we keep all these withholding forms. If we get low on withholding forms, all you have to do is send an email to dp@cutco.com and ask for a receptionist withholding forms, or call field service 716-373-6146 and say I need to. How do I get receptionist withholding forms? And they'll send them for free. So when we get low, low meaning like we have a decent amount here. But when you get to like 5 or 6 of them, call and order more. All right, don't wait for us to run out. Okay, because then it messes up that stuff. All right, I think that's it. That's how you pay a receptionist.